Ladies and gentlemen, this is it. Showcase of the Immortals, where legends are made, history is made, legacies are on the line. The biggest question of them all: will Cody Rhodes finish the story? This right here is the WrestleMania 40 preview show. The biggest nights of all of sports and entertainment is taking place Saturday and Sunday. Now, we know for sure Saturday, the greatest tag team match of all time is taking place with the Bloodline, the Final Boss, The Rock, or Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, and our tribal chief, the head of the table, the needle mover himself, God Mode, the undisputed Universal Heavyweight Champion, Roman Reigns, takes on Cody Rhodes and the WWE World Heavyweight Champion, Seth freaking Rollins. If the Bloodline wins, Bloodline rules. Anything goes. If Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins wins, the Bloodline is banned from ringside and cannot do anything. We know that's happening night one, Saturday, WrestleMania Saturday. We know WrestleMania Sunday. We know the World Heavyweight title is on the line with Seth freaking Rollins defending his title against Drew McIntyre, with CM Punk on commentary. And we know the main event. Can Cody do it? Can Cody do what no one has been able to do in over 1,300 days? Over that amount of time. For 4 years, this man has held the Universal title, now the undisputed Universal title, the longest reign in modern day history. Can Cody Rhodes dethrone the greatest of all time, the needle mover himself, God Mode, Roman Reigns? I give y'all all my thoughts and predictions on this episode. I don't want to waste any time. Let's dive right into it. Y'all know how I like to do my preview shows. I go from my least to my most. And y'all should know what my most interesting match is. But let's dive right into it with the tag team match that was announced on Friday Night SmackDown last Friday, with the LWO, Rey Mysterio, and the newly appointed or newly acquisition to the LWO, Dragon Lee versus Santos Escobar and Dominic Mysterio. Dirty Dom. First things first, let's talk about the supposed tension or the supposed rift that may happen with the Judgment Day now. We have been seeing kind of that there's been some rifts in the air with the Judgment Day. It appears though as if Dom will probably be going on his own. Will probably be leaving Rhea Ripley. I think Rhea is leaning more in the tweener role. I could see Santos and Dom kind of forming a group. This could lead to Andrade being a part of the LWO. I don't really want to see that. I want to see Andrade on his own. And I swear, I said it during the NXT Stand and Deliver. I've been saying it for a very long time. Y'all know how I feel. I love heels. I love heels. And heels that can work. Not heels that are forced to be heels, but heels that are naturally a heel. And Andrade is a natural heel. Him and Zelina Vega are natural heels. Zelina's good as a face, but she's so much better as a heel. And I would love to see that happen. Because Ray beat Dominic last year at last year's WrestleMania. So I'm going to go with Santos and Dom to win this one. I am. I'm going with Santos and Dom to win this one because I just feel like Dom lost last year. I think Dom has to win this year. And obviously some cheating being involved, but I got Santos and Dom winning. And then I can see Dom and maybe Santos being the ones leading that faction. I think Dom needs to get on his own and kind of stand on his own merit. And I think it's about time that Dom gets a title. You know, I think, he won the North American title, but he needs a main roster title. Let's say that much. Next up, we have LA Knight versus AJ Styles. Yes, this is at the bottom of my list because I have no care for this match. I would have loved to see LA Knight involved in the Logan Paul match. Obviously, actually, I would have loved to see the 5 of them, you know, maybe throw another person in there. But I'm going to go with AJ Styles because y'all know how I feel about LA Knight. I think LA Knight is overrated. I think his flame has dimmed. I think that momentum for LA Knight has came to a screeching halt. And there's really not that much story behind this. Yeah, when AJ first came back, AJ said, like, you know, you took my opportunity, you capitalized on it, but that was it. Nothing more came from this. Like, I would have loved to see more, but I got AJ Styles winning this one. Next up, we have the match that was announced, another match that was announced last weekend, which was the 6-woman tag match with Bianca Belair, Jade Cargill, and Naomi versus Damage Control of the Kabuki Warriors and Dakota Kai. I call them Black Excellence. That's what I called them Black Excellence. I got them winning it. I don't see a situation where they will lose this match. I think you want to have, as I said before, I've said it in previous other renditions of this episode or of this show, I've said that if we were to get this match, which I've been saying, you are going to get Jade Cargill that's going to get the hot tag. She's going to show up, show out, dominate, and she's going to get the pin. Do I think that she's going to do it with... I can see her pinning one of the tag team champions because then I can see a situation where maybe we get Bianca and Jade. As I said before, maybe Bianca and Jade tag team up to win the tag team titles from the Kabuki Warriors. I can see that happening. Next up, we have the triple threat match for the United States title with Logan Paul defending his title against Randy Orton and Kevin Owens. I want Kevin Owens to win. I think they keep the title on Logan Paul Because for some reason, I don't know why, I just feel like Logan Paul is going to lose to LA Knight. I still have this glimmer of hope that LA Knight's going to be the one to dethrone him. I think the next pay-per-view is the one in Saudi. I think it might be Crown Jewel in Saudi. That's where I think that happens. So I got Logan. Logan Paul will retain because I think he's going to drop it in Saudi to LA Knight. I think you're going to have some outside interference with one of Logan Paul's boys interfering in the match, and Logan Paul ends up being victorious. Because I really do think that they want to put that title on LA Knight. I do. I think that they want to see how he goes. Even though, like I just said, in my opinion, that light has dimmed, I can still see a scenario where they're like, let's get him this title. Next up, we have the epic 6-pack tag team ladder match for the Undisputed Undisputed Tag Team titles. Every time I think of Undisputed, I think of Universal. But the Undisputed Tag Team titles with the Judgment Day defending their titles against DIY, Awesome Truth, the New Day, A-Town Down Under, and the New Catch Republic. Now, in the episode before Monday's episode of Wrestle Talk, I did not know that the last two contestants were going to be the ones that were announced, which was A-Town Down Under and the New Catch Republic. I thought that it was just A-Town Down versus Street Profits, and whoever won that one was going to go on, and then they were going to have a vacant spot. Did not know that the New Catch Republic won their match, and they were then inserted into this tag team match. So Judgment Day is not going to retain these titles. I know that they said that this is going to be WrestleMania will be the nights of the Judgment Day, but I see them losing. I'm going with Awesome Truth. The reason I'm going with Awesome Truth is because similar to how, like we said, Truth being a part of Judgment Day was like Sammy being a part of the Bloodline. And it was the more comical side of the Bloodline story. Like they took the Bloodline story and made it comical with Truth being in there. If it was just Judgment Day versus Awesome Truth, hands down, I would say Awesome Truth is going to win. But I got either Awesome Truth winning or I got DIY winning. I got one of those two. I'm leaning more towards Awesome Truth, though. So I think it's going to be a banger of a match. I mean, obviously, New Day being there. The universe needs for one night, we need Big E. We need that WrestleMania. Don't you dare be sour. Clap for the world famous, I don't know how many time champions they are right now, and feel the power. We need that. We need Big E's entrance. We need that. He's going to be in Philadelphia. He's going to be there. Let him come out and just, no pun intended, feel that power, feel that excitement, feel the roar of that crowd for him, because he's been missed. The New Day is not the New Day without Big E. You can even see it in the attire. Like Kofi just be like, you know what? I'm just throwing on these basketball shorts and I'm just coming out there. Like he's not dressed with Kofi. I mean, Kofi's not dressed with Xavier anymore. Like it's not that. You need Big E to come out with them. Show that solidarity of New Day. Like that will be probably moment of the night for me is Big E coming out with the New Day. But I got Awesome Truth winning, and then I can see A-Town Down Under having some friction afterwards, and yeah, so I got that going on. Next up, we have the WWE Women's title on the line with Io Sky defending her title against Bayley. Bayley's winning this. She is. Bayley is going to win this title. It is well deserved for her. She deserves this. She does. I think for all the work that she's put in, and mind you, Bayley has not really been in very much title matches since coming back to WWE. You know, after her injury, she might have had maybe in the early stages with Damage Control, but after that, she kind of was just laying low and kind of just letting everybody do what they want to do. Like she let everybody else cook, you know, because as I've said before, like Bayley's legacy is cemented. She doesn't need the title. Same with Charlotte, same with Becky. But I think this is like thank you. This is a thank you for Bayley. And I think Bayley winning the title as a clear-cut babyface is going to be something that I think she's going to love. You know, I think she's going to love the idea of her being a champion under this babyface reign. So I got Bayley winning. Next, we have the Women's World title on the line with Mommy Rhea Ripley going against the man, Becky Lynch. I have been on record. I will continue to be on record. You already know where I stand with this. Rhea Ripley needs to have a dominant performance, especially after the comments that Becky made with Ariel Helwani, which I talked about in the Is the PG Era Over episode of Royal Talk. Wrestle Talk with the franchise. I should know this by now. But that episode where I talked about Rhea Ripley and Becky Lynch and how Becky kind of was saying that Rhea she's continuing the narrative of the reason why Rhea Ripley is where she is because she shows her ass and she posts ass pictures on Instagram or social media. I think Rhea needs to prove why she is indeed the Eradicator. She needs to come out victorious, and she needs to come out dominant. I don't want to see Becky with the title. I just said she doesn't need the title. I wouldn't even say this is like a thank you for Becky. No, Becky doesn't need the title. Rhea Ripley needs to hold this title for one whole year. Let her run this division. Let her. She needs to. She solid needs to hold that title for that amount of time. What does that mean for the future? Does that mean that we get Charlotte coming back and then Charlotte dethroning her? No, I don't want to see that. I want to see Becky run. I want to see Rhea run the table against the Horsewoman. Bianca did the same thing. Rhea needs to do the same thing. Rhea beat Charlotte. Rhea needs to beat Becky. Rhea needs to beat Bayley. And if Sasha Banks ever decides to come back, she needs to beat Sasha Banks. But it's the same thing like Bianca did the same thing. Bianca beat 3 out of the 4 horsewomen. She beat Sasha. She beat Bayley. She beat Becky. Rhea has beaten Charlotte. Hasn't fought Bayley. And is about to face Becky. She needs to run the same table as Bianca did. So I got Rhea Ripley retaining her world title. Next up, we have Gunther, the ring general, defending his Intercontinental title against Sami Zayn. I've been saying this. This is the moment Gunther title reign is dethroned. He will lose, and he will lose in a glorious fashion. I think this is going to be one of Sami Zayn's best performances. I think this is going to be one of Gunther's best performances. I think Gunther is going to destroy Sami Zayn. I mean, beat Sami Zayn bad. But Sami's going to keep fighting. Keep fighting, keep fighting, keep fighting. And Sami Zayn is going to get his one up, and Sami Zayn will dethrone Gunther for the Intercontinental title. And Gunther will then now move forward into the World Heavyweight title picture. I see that happening. I see him kind of probably running it back for a minute, but he will be more beeline at the World Heavyweight title. Next up, we have the brothers. We have Jimmy Uso versus Jey Uso. I got Jey Uso winning. I don't know. This is difficult because it's the placement, and this is why it's confusing because I don't know the placement of these matches. If Jimmy and Jay is WrestleMania Saturday, I can't even say if it's. I was going to say I can't even say if it's Saturday or Sunday because the main event, you're going to see a lot of shit happen. And it's going to involve everyone, and like Jimmy and Jay will be involved. But if I had to pick, it's tough. This is tough. This is tough for me. These last 3 matches it's going to be tough for me to pick. Well, 2 out of the 3, it's going to be tough for me to pick. I got Jay. I'm going with Jey Uso. I got Jey Uso winning. Yeah, Jey Uso's going to win. Next up, we have the World Heavyweight title on the line with Drew McIntyre, seeing if he can fulfill his dream, his prophecy, whatever you want to refer to it as he's looking to dethrone Seth freaking Rollins. As I said earlier, CM Punk will be ringside for commentating. I do feel like there will be outside interference. The Rock, the final boss, has alluded that he will do anything in his power to take that title off of Seth Rollins. And I think that's what's going to happen. CM Punk is the wild card. I don't really know where he plays into this. But I have Drew McIntyre winning the world title. I've been saying it since their match was announced. Drew McIntyre is going to win this world heavyweight title. And then we may get a cash in. That's all I'm going to say. Don't be surprised. In the last two matches, the tag team, Wrestlemania Saturday. The Bloodline versus Cody Rhodes and Seth freaking Rollins. I already talked about the stipulation. The winner, the Bloodline wins. It's Bloodline rules. Anything goes. Cody and Seth win. Bloodline's not there. I have the Bloodline winning this one. I do. I have the Bloodline winning. And I have them winning with interference by Drew McIntyre. I think it is going to be a favor for a favor. I think Drew McIntyre is going to interfere and cost them this match. And in return, the Bloodline is going to cost Seth Rollins his world title. And then we have the main event. We have the undisputed Universal Heavyweight Champion, the longest reigning heavyweight champion in modern day history. In this generation, Roman Reigns against the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, in what I am already deeming in Bloodline rules. This match is going to be brutal. This match is going to possibly get bloody. And I think this could possibly be, as many are deeming it to be, the Infinity War, the end game of the Bloodline story. I'm going to let you guys in on something. I do not have a prediction for this match. I can't. I cannot give you guys I can't. It's hard for me. Y'all know I fucking love Roman Reigns. I am one of the biggest Roman Reigns fans you can possibly think of. And I've said, I want Roman Reigns to retain. I said, if you want Cody to finish the story, the perfect way for him to finish it is at the Garden. If you want to do the whole Dusty story in the Garden, that's where you end it. That's where the story ends, in the Garden. Netflix. That's where you do it at. But then there's the possibility of, if Roman Reigns retains, the fan base will turn on Cody and they don't never want to hear him say anything about finishing this goddamn story again. Then there's the possibility of this being a work the whole time and The Rock turns on Roman. And then we get the beginning of Roman versus Rock for next year's WrestleMania. It's hard to pick. But if you ask me, I know I just said that I couldn't have a clear-cut pick, and this might be the first time that you might not get one. But if you were to hold me to the fire, I got to go with Roman. I got to. You want to make the universe extremely upset? Let Roman Reigns retain. Let the tribal chief come out on top. Let him continue this dominant reign of terror. Let this man surpass the immortal one that y'all know who I refer to him as. Let him surpass Hulk Hogan. That's the one that people want him to surpass. I want him to surpass Hulk Hogan. Bob Backlund and Bruno, let them keep that title reign. Hogan is the one. Now, could we possibly see, if Cody wins, can we possibly see a scenario where, I don't know, Michael Cole refers to him as the greatest of all time? Could we possibly get a John Cena appearance? Can we get a possible, if this happens, my God, and I ain't talking about Stone Cold. I'm talking about the Beast, Brock Lesnar. Because even though we all know about the Vince McMahon shit, but if Brock Lesnar appears, remember, Cody got his blessing. Cody got his stamp of approval. Cody got his, did all right, kid. He got that from Brock. You don't think if Brock shows up, he takes out Roman? Stone Cold shows up, hits a stunner on The Rock? Remember, this year marks 25 years since the first time Rock and Austin met in Philadelphia. This WrestleMania can go down as the most suspenseful, on the edge of your seat. We don't know what the hell's going to happen, but it's going to be great. Hold me to the fire, I'm going to say Roman. I'm going to go with Roman. But if Cody defeats Roman, I won't be upset. I won't. I might shed a tear. I'm not going to lie to you guys. Because the story with Cody, the emotion that will be there. Imagine a beaten and bloody Cody wins the title, hits the crossroads, not once, not twice, 3 times, hits the crossroads. The rev count, 1, 2, 3. That bell rings. Samantha Irving, with that incredible voice of hers, says, here's your winner and new, undisputed, universal heavyweight champion of the world, Cody Rhodes. And Michael Cole says, ladies and gentlemen, I got chills. I'm feeling chills right now. Cody Rhodes finished the story, and Cody is crying with tears coming down his face, blood dripping down his face. He goes to ringside, looks at his mother, gives her the title that Dusty never gave her. He looks at his wife, kisses Brandy, looks at his daughter, gives his daughter a hug. Fucking Brody's son is there too, and he gives his. We finished the story. If Dustin comes out. If Tony Khan, bless his heart, says, Dustin, you can go there. If Dustin shows up, his sisters are there, Dustin is there, his mom is there. If they are all there with Cody, and Cody is standing there, and if they do what I think they do, and they show on the goddamn Titantron his father, I promise you, this will be the most emotional WrestleMania we will ever see. As I said, I will not be upset if he wins, if Roman Reigns retains, but I will not be upset. Let me take that back because I said that all wrong. I will not be upset if Cody Rhodes dethrones Roman Reigns, but God, can you imagine how the fans will react if Roman Reigns wins? If Roman Reigns wins this match. I just hyped up Cody winning. But can you imagine how it would feel for all the Cody fans, as The Rock referred to them as, the Cody crybabies, how they would react if Cody lost? We don't know what to expect. And I love it. I love it. Because for the first time in a very long time, we don't know what to expect. I will tell you this. I'll be locked in every step of the way. Let me know what y'all think is going to happen at the Showcase of the Immortals. Will Cody Rhodes be able to finish his story? Who will come out victorious Saturday and Sunday? Will Seth Rollins retain his world title? Will Drew McIntyre be able to finish it? Will Drew McIntyre be able to finish his prophecy? Will Rhea Ripley continue her reign of terror as the Eradicator? Or will Becky Lynch dethrone her? Will Bayley overcome the obstacles and defeat Io Sky? Will Gunther continue his reign as the Ring General? Or will Sami Zayn prevail? Let me know in the comments below what y'all all think is going to happen at WrestleMania. This is it. We've been waiting for this moment. And I cannot wait to give y'all my recap of this. As I said, program scheduling. There will be no Wrestle Talk this Monday. The following Monday, you will get Wrestle Talk, because I will then go back and discuss WrestleMania Sunday, WrestleMania Saturday, WrestleMania Sunday, NXT TakeOver or NXT Stand and Deliver, and then all of the Monday after, the Tuesday after, the Friday after. This is the franchise, a.k.a. also known as the Podcast Tribal Chief. Make sure you follow us on Instagram, because that's where you're going to see a lot of my live reaction to WrestleMania. I will be back. This is it, man. It's WrestleMania. Hope y'all are ready. You already know what I'm looking forward to. Till then, I'm out. Later.